Yeah.
Anytime you're out?
Yeah.
Well, look at that. You attracted the one fly in the entire hall. Apparently, you've been spellbound to collect insects?
It isn't a fly, it's a minion.
Oh, all right. That's all right then. I shouldn't have scared him away.
You squashed them.
Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at Spiel 2012. I'm sitting with the Lamont brothers, Gordon and Fraser of Fragar Games.
Hi there.
Hi. And Gordon.
Hi. I'm Gordon Lamont, but I have taken a vow of silence.
Thank God. As voted for by the populace.
That's right. Yeah. Apparently, the shark was too enthusiastic. Now we've shut him up.
Okay, enough. I'm coming out.
Nice.
Anyway, you guys have put out your new game for this year, Spellbound, which has been always eagerly awaited to see your bits. We actually gave a little preview yesterday. We're just like,
Good.
So we'll make sure at the end of your walkthrough that we'll just do a couple zoom-ins on the bits just so people can get an idea of the size and the complexity of these. But why don't you guys just walk us through what a turn might look like?
There's only one problem, is that we've discovered that as soon as we start to speak, the expectations of the game go down, and etc.
So just
pretty much,
guys,
I'm thinking 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll just do this. We can hold up the rule book and turn a page. We get 15 minutes. Every minute we'll turn a page.
Yeah, something like that.
We could have a sing-along.
Yeah, okay. It's going to be difficult for you as the questions come in and we just point out what's happening. But you're a professional.
I can wing it.
You can, well,
we
have a script. You wing it. We have a script.
So, do we have a camera each? Is that the deal here?
Yes. So we have one overhead, so you can point to things on the board. But for the most part, you can talk.
Overhead's not a good look for us. That's the one that we're
it's
kind of wanting
on the board.
to
Don't worry.
The board's fine. Okay.
The board's good. The board's good.
If it goes white at any point, one of us will just lean over. And there'll be the glare coming up. That'll be the problem. So.
Okay. Now, Fraser, I think the people at home are now wanting to see what exactly do we have here.
Okay. So, Spellbound. Now, we've been selling all day and we haven't done any demos, today at all because we've got no room because we've been selling.
I know, I noticed you had wonderful decorations that are completely blocked by boxes in your
blocked by boxes, not anymore, but yeah, we're getting there. So if it's a bit rusty, you'll have to excuse us, but okay. So it's a cooperative game, and it's a cooperative deck building game. There's a starting deck, and you'll see there's 3 types of basic actions.
Here, you can actually, we'll remove the witch for a moment. You can put those right down in the middle there.
There's move, and there's magic, and there's influence.
Yeah, just flip them so you can read them.
Okay.
Because then everyone else can read them.
Oh.
Because you are the center of the world.
Oh, the claw. So we've got 3 basic actions, and there's move, and there's magic, and magic you use to charge your wand, and also to try and move witch hats back, which won't mean a thing at this point in time, but hey ho. And there's influence, which you use to try and persuade allies to join. Okay, so basically on a player's turn, they're going to have 5 cards that are out, and they're going to choose actions from the 5 cards that are out. In the starting deck, there are also witches, and in the starting deck there's witches cards, and there might be troll cards that go into that as well.
Right.
And when witch cards appear, that makes the hats move. The hats move here. Okay? Now, so, to win the game, you're trying to retrieve at least 4 of the spell books. 4 of the lovely spell books.
I'll be faced on the side.
And get to the witch's tower and defeat the witch. To get the books, you have to travel to a city. So all the basic cards and some of the other cards have the influence, move, or magic, but they also do research as well, research for books. So for example, if I move to the blue city, I could use this card to research for the blue book, and it would move on 1 space, and so on. If I get it to the end of the track, I get the book.
Yay!
However, as I said, when the witch card comes up, that might move a witch's hat on.
Which witch?
Which witch? There's one thing that Gordon wanted to call it at one point, so don't even go there. Which witch?
This is comedy gold.
Oh.
Comedy gold.
You've no idea the pain I go through to get through, to get the game out and keep Gordon from...
How many times did you quote Monty Python? Or, it's not my nose, it's a false one.
Did you see though, we wanted to call this Cholololo as a BGG homage.
So,
how about you could play on Ernie? It could be like Hernunculus or something.
Could be. So, if one of the witches' hats come out and it moves the hat on, so for instance this one moves the Blue City hat on. If the hat reaches the book's gone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. If you lose 2 books, you've lost the game, but we'll come to that in a second. So,
I'll get you, my Gordon, and your little brother too.
Okay.
so as you play, the cards are discarded. Also, as you play, you might travel to the villages, and you might use influence to gain villagers, to gain allies at the villages. So you see, the allies have a cost in influence that you need to get to gain them. So the ranger, it's a 1. So if I used 1 influence, I could get the ranger, and I also get so I get 1 ranger into my face-up display, and one ranger would go into the discards.
Right.
Okay. So eventually they'll all come back through the deck when it gets recycled. When I reach the end of the deck, there's a battle with the witch.
Da, da, da.
Da, da, da. There's a small battle with the witch. If we win that battle, the witch calls for support from minions, which are here. And they say their strength for the rest of the game for her, they're not discarded.
Oh, fun times.
If the witch beats us, she moves 1 stage up her tower. Sorry, Gordon, you're the lovely assistant. You can move. She becomes more powerful, and bad things happen again.
And also, I believe if she reaches the top of your tower, you also lose.
Yes. So there are 4 ways to lose the game.
Could be.
5 ways, 6 ways. I'll come in again. There's 4 ways to lose the game.
Cut.
No one expects a Spanish Inquisition. I'll come in
Back to
again.
Monty Python, all right.
You can lose the game if you lose 2 books.
So
You can lose the game if two of the trolls, the troll or hats reach the end. So if 1 hat and 1 troll or 2 hats reach the end of the track, you lose the game. You lose the game if you have to add a witch, the witch card to the deck.
if
you don't have
run
any?
out of these, if these are all in the deck, it's over.
Yeah,
gone?
because
It's
you're
over.
probably having a rotten
Yeah.
deck at that
It
point
wouldn't,
anyway.
it wouldn't be a good next turn, that has to be said.
And you lose if the witch reaches her tower.
And you win.
You win if you get at least 4 of the books, and you get to the witch's tower. The witch's tower is one of the locations here, and you defeat the witch in the final battle, which you get to use the spell books as well in the final battle, and destroy her. So
Mooha, no.
that's see, I've done the 8-minute version explanation of the rules, and what I should have done was I should have done the 10-minute
this would
version.
be a great time. Tell us, because I was reading sort of the story in your rule book of why your wizards, which is us, look
So big.
so big.
Yeah, basically what happened was the wizards were coming out, they'd had a little too much mead to drink. They were a bit too confident in their own abilities, and they effectively saw an old lady in the corner, and they challenged her to basically a kind of fight. And things didn't go well. Almost all parts of their body were extended, their noses, their ears, their fingers, and their toes. Unfortunately, not every part was extended. So she had to draw the skin from somewhere.
I'm sure I won't be surprised to find that I had to take something out. When Gordon sent me a kind of synopsis of what he thought
Yeah,
was
we
a book,
censor you.
I had to remove something.
It is 12 plus, isn't it, this show? Is it? 12 plus, that's fine, okay. Yeah, so that's why they have such ludicrous noses, ludicrous hands, and ludicrous feet. When we opened the box, when we ordered these pieces and we got sent an example of it, I was by myself speaking to Fraser on the phone, and I opened the box and I thought, oh look, the witch is nice and the troll is nice, and then I opened the wizard, and there was just that moment of sheer we're going to need a bigger box. We're going to need a bigger board.
And in fact, yeah,
and in fact, here it is. Yeah.
One of the most meaty
Did you
bring our
square
pans?
boxes.
Yeah, it's in the box. It's in the box.
Yeah.
So
Are you sure?
what's
We
funny?
have not.
What's funny is when we posted it on the Geek, just the front cover, someone said,
This is the tallest box award, awarded to us by Lincoln.
so someone posted online, wow, it's a square, and I almost wrote underneath, not only that, it's a cube.
Yeah, so this is just for the minis.
That's the PCs.
Yeah.
So they have their own little bed chambers where they are nice and protected. So
You know, I was all impressed with the whole bed chamber for Poseidon's Kingdom last year, but you guys outdid yourself this year.
Yeah. Yeah, the fish are at home on the shelf with a size envy now.
yeah, so that's where we get the big pieces. I think some companies use cubes, but we say now the cube is dead. The cube is dead. Okay, that's all you need to know.
The witch cube.
No more cubes. This is the future. These are mega meeples. Okay.
Mega magic meeples?
Mega
And
magic meeples.
this is the new standard, so this is now Fragor standard size box. Fragor standard size box.
It's not the width, it's the girth that
Yeah,
matters.
yeah. It's 33 by 33 by 15 or
By
something.
whatever.
Like that.
Now, do you guys, I'm imagining that you contract out to a separate company to make
Oh,
your
yeah,
make
to
your
You won't
license
believe
yeah.
how long it takes us to paint these. Gordon's sitting down.
I have the plasticine, you roll the hats, you know, a little brush, see the shading, takes ages there.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust Gordon to put the dot on the back of the sheet in
Just gonna
sheer
say, what
panic.
happens with the person who gets the drunk copy?
When we were doing sheer
Saturday night, coffee is not a good place to be.
when we were doing sheer panic, Gordon was so cat-handed that we let him cut open the boxes. Within 4 minutes, he had blood pouring down his hands instead. That's the standard we're
It was
at.
a problem. You know, I've got workers' hands. You can tell me these aren't smooth hands. These are workers' hands. You know?
Well, I really hope that, now you guys have you sold out here already?
Pretty
or
much. We
just
usually
about?
with Ludofact they give us a 10% margin of error. 10% margin of error usually means 10% less than you asked for.
Right.
This year they surprised us by giving us the number of games that we asked for.
Hey, all right.
So, for once today we actually had some games that we could sell, which is a whole new thing. We were saying, well, what do we do now?
Yeah.
We don't have to
And we
scroll
This
your name
exchange of
off.
money.
We messed it up as well. We put the wrong number out to sell.
Well
so
done,
we, had to,
well done.
we had to stop at one point and say, hold on, I got to count them again.
I
'cause
know.
So,
Yeah, so when we left, we were nearly sold out.
Something like 30 left.
games
All
left.
right, so I'm sure you'll be out by tomorrow too.
Yeah, so that's all.
Then you'll be stuck doing demos.
I know. Yeah.
Well,
See, that's when we need to come back on the Sunday and do the explanation again, because then it'll make sense.
Yeah, then we'll actually have done it at one point. We never mentioned the wands, but I don't
I
think we
didn't
need to.
I didn't mention the wands.
Yeah, well,
I didn't mention the
You mentioned the spell
spells.
cards. We didn't do the troll.
Didn't even mention the troll.
But these are things, you know.
I didn't mention the bag. We got a bag full of stones.
I did these
Bag full
myself.
of stones, and I didn't even mention them.
I packed these myself. Fraser did nothing. I did that. I did this. This was all my work. Not a mention, not a word.
There's still, brother envy going on here.
Yeah.
Did you
fine,
need
though.
a minute?
If anyone's got any problems with the stones in their bag,
Then they know who
I'll
to
give them
yell at.
Gordon's email address directly.
Fraser deals with any problems. Fraser, your question.
Now, have you guys posted the rule book on BGG
Yeah.
so people can take a look?
Yeah.
Yeah, although we prefer that people just come and give us the money and they don't ask questions like what are
Someone
the
came up
rules
the other
or-
day.
Right, fair
Someone
enough.
came up the other day and said to Gordon, "Can I have a short explanation of the game?" And Gordon looked at him and said, "You're not really the kind of customer we're looking for."
No, we don't tell people what we're doing. You come and you buy our game
And you walk
and then
away.
you find out what
This
it's
is-
about.
This is an inconvenience.
It's not. We're not doing
no.
this customer friendly thing. You know,
The rules are online, and I think the German rules are in a queue at the moment.
Excellent.
and the French rules are also online at Ludidom
Right.
as well. So
Yeah.
so there we go. Yeah.
Presets on.
Now, if you guys, across the span of games that you've published now, do you have a favorite?
This one.
Right, well, our current game is always our favourite, but other
Fair
than our
enough.
current game,
Yeah, other than the current
Other
one.
than the current
of
one.
the past classics.
The thing is that's difficult about that is it's difficult to separate out sometimes the year that you associate with the game.
Yes.
So for instance, Leapfrog is always really special because it was our first game, and next year is our 10-year anniversary. Next year's our 10-year anniversary. So I'm doing the sale for the next year. So that will be a very emotional time for people who haven't got the full set of games.
Yeah.
Okay. Our first published game was Sheer Panic. Was very special as well to license that to other people.
Yeah, it was my first game of yours that I played.
Snowtails received an IGA award as well. So that again, I think, was something that was special to us.
And every time the two of us play Snowtails, we finish with like one. It goes to like a tie back over the line or a one over. So it's the most cutthroat one we play between the two of us.
I'm sure as only brothers can play the same board game.
I occasionally let him win.
That's good, you know.
And all the other times
I want to give him a complex.
All the other times
he wins anyway. So.
You know, I'm really glad because the only game I can get my sister to play is co-op. So hopefully I can suck her in with Mega Magic Meatballs.
Yeah.
Well, you just put this down on her table and just bring her in and say. Being serious for a second, that was actually one of the reasons we did the game as it was, that because the pieces draw people in and it's cooperative. It means that you can non-game. I think it's a good game for non-gamers because they'll come past and say, "Well, look at that," and someone say, "Well, look, just sit down and let's go through this," and you can just start playing immediately. If you have one person who knows how to play it.
As you guys were queuing up the game before we went live, I mean, every BGG person just is drawn to it like flies. You know? And in fact, you even drew a fly to you earlier.
Well, I killed a fly with a sword.
All right, well, Gordon and Fraser, thank you so much for once again coming out to our booth.
Thank you.
I will say bye. Hold on. Bye.
Or that one, either one.
Bye.
Have fun storming the castle.
Okay.
I'm not a witch, I'm a wife.